Bonjour, everybody, and welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Surprise, we are in Paris, France, and today we're checking into Disneyland Paris Resort at Disney's first and only Marvel Hotel. Hotel New York, the Art of Marvel, is a Manhattan-themed hotel which is decked out with artwork from the Marvel comics and movies. We'll give you a tour of the entire property, including our fancy hotel room and the Skyline bar that overlooks Avengers Tower and serves colorful drinks that are conjured up through magic portals. We'll also explore Disney Village, that's their version of Disney Springs, which is wonderfully stuck in the 1990s. Why don't you come with us on this adventure?
We just arrived, and I gotta say already, I'm digging the vibe because they're playing that lo-fi Marvel theme song music. It doesn't feel like Marvel until you really look, you know? There's like comic book strips like on the windows. There's replicas of like Iron Man's suit and Captain America's shield.
So the reason why this is more subtle is it wasn't originally a Marvel-themed hotel. This opened with Euro Disney in the early 1990s as Disney's New York Hotel. The people in Paris love Manhattan, so I thought let's theme a hotel after New York City. And it was designed by Michael Graves, who did the Swan and Dolphin in Walt Disney World. And he also did the Team Disney building in California. Michael Eisner was kind of obsessed with him as an architect. And he has a distinct 80s, 90s style. So anyways, in 2019, this place closed and it was renovated into the Marvel Hotel here. And it reopened in 2021 as a Marvel Hotel. And it was kind of designed as a Manhattan art gallery celebrating the history of Marvel Comics and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it just has Marvel touches all over the place. And they worked with 110 artists from around the world to create exclusive Marvel art for this hotel. There's over 350 pieces around this hotel.
So when you check in, they give you the Daily Bugle, which I think is kind of cool. It looks like a newspaper, but it actually has information all about the hotel, all the restaurants, the pool, your room. You could even like meet some of the superheroes. Tells you all the times of like all the bars. And I just think it's so clever. It almost reminds me of like when you go on a cruise and they give you like the navigator in your room to plan out your time. I really appreciate that.
But
like,
I love that it's the newspaper.
Yeah, I feel like this is also like such a fun souvenir. I'm totally gonna keep this.
Oh no, Spider-Man was spotted again.
Uh-oh. Well, he's the good guy, so good.
J. Jonah doesn't think so. So we just got here at 1:15 p.m. Our room is not ready. We were hungry. Unfortunately, both of the restaurants here are not open for lunch. They're only open for breakfast buffets and dinners. So we're gonna head to one of the lounges that is open and they have some food and some drinks. For lunch, we're going to Bleecker Street. This is a lounge themed loosely off of Doctor Strange. And it feels kind of like you're in a New York warehouse of sorts. I like that there's like little details, like the wall has little flakes of gold. There's a Doctor Strange portrait up, but it's very, very subtle Marvel theming. They do have a bunch of cocktails, some inspired by Doctor Strange, some classics, and they also have some mocktails as well. And they do have a snack menu, which has some salads and a couple snacks and little desserts, and that's what we ordered off of today.
Also, this is the only place in Paris so far that I found that serves cold brew coffee. And they have a bunch of coffee cocktails as well, which is cool. I've been craving a cold brew and I could finally get one today. For my cocktail, I got the Sand of Nisanti. This has gin, elderflower liqueur, violet liqueur, lime, cranberry, blueberry puree, egg whites, blackcurrant, barley germ powder, crushed biscuit, and honey. And in case you're wondering, this is actually a spell that prevents someone from doing magic for 3 minutes. So, Peter, you chill out while I drink this, okay? You can kind of taste the lime, which makes it a little bit tart, but it mixes so well with the cranberry. Basically just tastes like a fruit punch or something.
And for my drink, I ended up getting the orange ring. This says Cognac Grand Marnier, fresh orange juice, fresh lemon juice, ginger ale, and blood orange flavor syrup. And this is supposed to look like the portals that Doctor Strange opens up. The presentation of this is also quite nice. Actually, both of these, I think these are like the good-looking drinks that they have here.
Yeah, these are like the two like signature cocktails.
We ordered them and it took about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can see why, because they're a piece of art. Another piece of art here at the Art of Marvel Hotel. Okay, let's try this. This is so good. It's so refreshing, very citrus forward. To be honest with you, the ingredients alone is not something that would normally suck me in to get this, but they said that this was a good looking cocktail, so I got it. And you know what? It is great. I'd give it a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah. For my lunch, I ended up getting the Focaccia Club. This is chicken, bacon, tomatoes, hard-boiled egg, lettuce, and mayonnaise. And this comes with your choice of a side salad or house-made crisps. Of course, we went with the crisps, and they look amazing.
They look so good.
By the way, the sandwich looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I was expecting just, a quick serve sandwich or something. But this is, like, really well presented. The focaccia bread is soft. The bacon gives it a little bit of a crunch. I am surprised, honestly. I was expecting for a snack at a bar in the daytime at Disney. I don't know. I was just expecting. I've also heard not so great things about the food at Disneyland Paris, but I've heard the food at the hotels is better than in the park. So I'm just surprised. I'd give this like a 3.75 out of 5. Oh, let me try the fries. So the thing I like about these is they're like airy, they're like soft, and like they're just like pillowy.
I got myself the Waldorf salad. This has celery, apples, nuts, grapes, yogurt, mayo, and lemon. I feel like this is very expensive for how small it is, but it is really good, and it's an interesting take on a Waldorf. Normally it's all like diced up together, but here you have like big slices of apples and celery, and it's just a very simple, nice salad.
Our room's still not ready, so we're gonna take a look around the hotel. And by the way, I just am admiring all this artwork. Like in this hallway right here, they have all pieces by Mike Mitchell that he did for Mondo. I've been following Mike's work for over a decade. I love his profile series, and it's cool that he has a spot here, and they even have his name and some information about the art. So we stepped inside the New York boutique. This is the gift shop inside this hotel, and it's filled with Marvel merchandise. I don't think they have any just normal Disney merch. It's just all Marvel.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I was expecting to come in here to see some of the Disneyland Paris merch, but it's only Marvel.
But I'm over here looking at the hotel-specific merch. They have a t-shirt here that's 4 of those silver panels that we can see in the lobby. They also have a water bottle that has that on it. There's an Iron Man statue that I think is in front of this hotel. We haven't seen it yet because it's on the other side with Disney Town or whatever it's called. But they have a little figure of it here.
They also have room spray. So if you want your house to smell like this hotel, I'm going to be honest, I'm not quite sure what the scent is. It's all in French, but I don't know. It's like licorice mixed with like lemon, mixed with like
Very French.
Yeah. Is it very French?
I don't know. But every Disney hotel, I'm not sure if you know this, has a signature scent. So it's cool that you can buy that scent.
And they even have a robe, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think those are probably in some of the rooms.
Yeah.
What I think is even more cool is because this hotel is all about the art of Marvel, they actually sell some of the art. You can actually buy it in a matted frame, or you can buy it as a book. They have a book full of all the art from around this resort, which I wonder how much of it was just created for this resort. I know I saw a Hotel New York poster while I was walking through one of the hallways.
You know what else I saw here?
What?
Spider bots and Spider-Man balloons. They got it all.
So I don't think I've ever seen this bomber jacket in America. It's like a very vintage style. It says Marvel Comics 1939. And inside it has the profiles of all the old school Marvel characters. Okay, I know we must have this in America, but I've never seen it before. It's called The Web of Spider-Man. And it's a comic book that features Web from Avengers Campus. I mean, this one's in French, but I kind of want to find the American version, the English version, and read it. That's kind of cool. And because they also have web slingers over here, of course, they also have these pesky spider bots in all sorts of kinds. They even have a little spider bot shoulder pet.
Look at these Groot ears. So cute.
Is this a poncho for ants?
I thought it was a poncho for your stuffed animal, but I think it's just a display of what the poncho looks like.
Yeah, that's what it is. No. He's not going to fit in our luggage. Just no way.
They also sell some Avengers jewelry here, and I found something that I kind of want. They have this Thanos Infinity Gauntlet bracelet that has like all the gemstones.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Does that mean I'm evil if I want that one? It's so cool though. I love it. It has like a little Infinity Gauntlet and then it has like all the gems. They also have a necklace and a cufflink, but I think I like the bracelet the most. And they have stuff for like all the Avengers. I'm just for some reason attracted to the bad guys. I don't know why. So I ended up getting the bracelet. What do we think?
Sparkly.
Watch out. Snap you back, snap you back again, snap you back again. I think it is a French jeweler, so that's totally why I got it. I don't know, I just thought it was so cute. I like it. I'm a Thanos girl, okay? Leave me alone.
So our room's still not ready, so we're just walking around the hotel, exploring, seeing what there is. And oh, look at this. It's like a Spider-Man Hotel New York poster.
There's so much art in this hotel. Now I understand why it's called the Art of Marvel. I like literally didn't understand why it was called that until we
It is a weird concept.
right?
Yeah.
But like this hotel is so perfect for us because we love Marvel and we love art.
Yeah.
So every corner you take, you see something new, you know?
Yeah, look at this. You got Captain Marvel.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that right there.
Oh.
The
What's his
Flerken.
name? Goose.
Yeah.
Love him. Looks like they even have a Marvel design studio where you go in there and you learn how to draw.
Do you think
So-
that's like that thing they have in DCA? Animators
Maybe.
Academy?
Maybe. That's just so clever. A hotel all about art, teaching you how to become an artist. Love that. I wonder if it's for adults or just kids.
Oh, this right here is by Tom Whalen. I love his art. And of course they got a fitness room. This one looks like it might have shades of Black Panther. They also have a pool, but it's closed at the time that we're here, so we can't see what that looks like. So this is what the hallways look like, and they also have some huge art right here. I like how all the areas are named after places in New York City. And
funny.
I like how the rooms have numbers almost like the Marvel logo.
Oh yeah. That's clever. I like that. It almost looks like we're like on the top of a skyscraper and like Spider-Man is gonna like protect us at the end or something, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting like weird vertigo in this hallway. I don't know why.
I do like the wallpaper. It's kind of like, I'm not sure if you can see it here, but it kind of has like a 3D texture to it. Over here, they have the Jack Kirby Legacy Gallery, which is paying tribute to the legendary artist, Jack Kirby. And it's cool they have his comic book covers, but they also have some of his original inked art, some replicas of those. And I don't know, I just love that the comic book artists that created and helped bring these comic book characters to life are getting some due here. Over here is the two sit-down restaurants. The downtown restaurant, I think, is a buffet in the morning and at night, and the Manhattan restaurant is kind of like a sit-down, fancy Italian restaurant.
We found Superhero Station. This is where you can meet your favorite Marvel heroes. You do need to make a reservation for that though, but they do have some photo ops that we're gonna go check out right now. You don't need to make a reservation for those. How are you walking on the ceiling?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
There's an ATST right here.
Hold on, Spider-Man. Oh wait. Oh wait. Sorry. Now everybody knows that you're not really a spider or a Spider-Man. We're going into multiverses of madness. Look at what I'm doing. Come on.
I got it. Hold on.
Wow. Okay.
Does Iron Man always wear shorts like this?
No. He definitely doesn't. Now it's time to check out our room. We're in room number 3236. Right by the elevator, so that's nice. Ooh. Oh, our luggage is already in here too. That's such a nice perk. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so much bigger than the room that we were staying in actual Paris that it feels crazy. This is nice. Wow, kind of bougie. Got a full couch and everything.
Feels like a New York hotel.
It feels like I'm back in New York. Watch where you're walking over here. Right?
Sure.
Yeah.
So we have a mirror here. Is there a TV?
Oh my God, is that a TV?
I don't know.
It looks like one of those like mirror TVs. Oh my God, stop it.
Wow.
Wow.
I was kind of wondering where the TV was, but that's...
I was gonna say, this hotel was not cheap. I mean, granted, it includes our like park tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, these rooms are pretty nice, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like that we have Spider-Man art on the wall right here. You got a little chair with some New York art on it. And then over here is our couch. Welcome to our couch, everybody.
Yeah. Look at this though. This is more important. We have a full-on espresso maker here. That is amazing. Wow. With like the good Italian coffee. Oh my God. And free waters. Love that.
Let's see, down here it's probably a mini fridge. Is there anything in there? Nope.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at our view. Do you think we have a view of anything?
I don't know.
Kind of. We can see the balloon over there at Downtown Disney.
Here's our bed. It's a king bed, and right above it is Ant-Man and the Wasp art.
Look at this. There's like a little bench at the end of the bed. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
You won't get it, but the show The Office, how Michael used to sleep on one of these.
What a cute bench.
Thanks, that's my bed. It's actually a lot bigger than it seems. Look at this.
See? He fits perfectly.
Oh, that's where you'll be sleeping.
Right next to the bed, there's a bunch of buttons. Like this is a reading light, I think. And over here, this is all our stuff. What is this? Oh, room service, postcard.
Nice.
All that in our folder.
Right when you first walk in, that's where you're gonna find your safe and a bunch of drawers. What is inside? Oh, this is maybe for laundry.
Yeah.
Good to know. And then this is like a closet, I guess, where you could put all of your suitcases. Then what's in here, do you think? Wow,
space.
more closet room.
Right next to the mirror, there's a bunch of outlets, including some USBs, but if you're gonna have an American plug, you're gonna need a travel adapter. Here is a look at our bathroom. We got a nice mirror, a nice huge sink, good sized bathtub.
We got a bathtub in here.
And shower. And then over here is the toilet room, which we gotta do.
The flush test. I will say, at least in the lobby, I think Disneyland Paris has the best toilet paper out of any Disney park. So here's the thing with most toilets in Europe. They have this big flush and then they have a baby flush. Which one should we do?
Big one.
Okay. Wow.
I'd give it like a 4.
Yeah, I'd say a 4. It goes on for a long time. Let's do the baby flush just to see what the difference is. Oh my, what? I think it's like,
That's if you just go pee.
oh, okay, well, 1 out of 5.
If you're wondering, they do have shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner, and it looks themed to this hotel. Probably is just generic though, I'm guessing.
They also have a themed hand soap and a themed vanity set, which probably has like cotton balls and stuff in it.
We'd like to thank Aviron for sponsoring this portion of today's video. The thing I love most about the Victory treadmill from Aviron is that it actually makes me look forward to working out. What makes this different is that it's not just a treadmill, it's a fully gamified fitness experience. You can run through beautiful virtual worlds, you can play actual games, you can listen to your favorite music on Apple Music or Spotify, you can stream your favorite shows from services like Disney Plus or YouTube right on the gigantic 22-inch touchscreen. And yes, I absolutely did race myself using the time machine feature. Did I win? Not important. There are 1,000 different experiences to explore with new content dropping all the time. It's way more fun than staring at a blank wall while not trying to fall off a moving sidewalk. The deck is super cushioned and low to the ground, which makes it feel stable and soft. Right now, Aviron has their best prices of the year, and with our code Ordinary50, you'll get an extra $50 off any product. Just click on the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen right now. If you're into fitness, competition, or just want to make working out less boring, Aviron has something for you. And it's not just on a treadmill, they've got a gamified rower and a bike too. Thanks to Aviron. And now back to our adventure.
So if you go out the back door of this hotel, it brings you to Disney Village. That's their version of downtown Disney or Disney Springs. Disneyland Paris has 7 hotels that are official, and a couple of them are close enough. Like Disneyland Hotel is like at the gates of the park, and this one is like a short walk to the park. You just gotta walk through Disney Village. We've never been to Disney Village, so we're gonna go check that out right now. But actually on this side, there's some good photo ops. There's a gigantic Iron Man statue, and there's even a Captain Marvel statue. I like how they have those signs warning you not to climb them, because I'm sure there's some kids trying to climb their favorite superheroes.
Wait, I can't climb it?
No.
Dang it, come on.
And it looks like they're doing a lot of construction on Disney Village. They're bringing it up to date, making it look shiny and new.
One of the things that I always wanted to do at Disney Springs in Florida was go up in the balloon, and it looks like they have one here too.
So we just walked into Disney Village. There's a band playing. There's a bunch of different restaurants, including some ones that we recognize. Earl of Sandwich, Rainforest Cafe. There's a creperie.
Yeah, it looks like there's even a Lego store here. I feel right at home.
It's very different yet familiar.
Yeah. I'm gonna be interested to see what this looks like once they like transform it.
And there's also some weird Disney stores, like a Deco by Disney. Is that Decorations by Disney?
I don't know.
And
There's
then-
also Disney Style. Let's go in.
Oh, and there's a
Starbucks.
I was gonna say a foreign coffee shop named Starbucks.
Nope, that's a Starbucks.
So we decided to step into Deco by Disney, and they actually have some cool, neat stuff in here. Like they have this big print of the castle. I'm not prepared to see how beautiful this castle is in person.
Yeah, I've heard this is the prettiest castle, and this will be the final castle. We've seen all the other castles in the world. This is our final one.
Yeah.
I'm fully prepared to cry, tears of joy. But look at what I found. I found this duvet cover and pillowcases that is actually like the park map.
Oh yeah, you can see it better in this print right here.
That's cool.
Okay, that's cool.
That's really cool.
Why don't they make like something like that for Disneyland?
Right?
Yeah.
We'd own that.
I just found a series of books over here, and it looks like they tell the Disney story, obviously in French.
Yeah, but it's like multiple stories. It's not just one. It's like Bambi, Pinocchio, Alice in Wonderland. That's cool.
I feel like we don't have these books in America.
No. If this was in English, I would buy it. Wow.
I feel like even the pages are like gilded on the sides.
Yeah, I love the bright color. Here's all the different stories.
You know, we heard that the merch here at Disneyland Paris isn't that much different than the merch at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. But so far I'm seeing like so many things I've never seen over there. So
You could buy a Mrs. Potts teapot here. I've only ever seen the chip, like drinking cups, but you could get the whole set here. How awesome is that? If I drank tea and I felt like I could get this home without it breaking, I would totally get this. Like, why don't they sell this in America? Come on.
oh my god, they got some Phantom Manor merch here. Like they got this little miniature of the building. You know what? I'm gonna hold back because we're gonna look at the stuff when we go there tomorrow. Okay, I thought that other art piece of the Disneyland Paris castle was good, but this one is even better.
Yeah, and if you look closely, you'll see me and Peter kissing right under the castle. It's like they drew us into the painting. How did they know?
And if you look even more closely, you might even see a dragon down there.
And a duck.
Pro tip, if you ever see one of those Disney Art on Demand stations, look at what art's in there because sometimes they have some really incredible pieces that you can't get anywhere else. Like, I want to get this shipped to my house. So Eddie Soto is an Imagineer that worked on Disneyland Paris, and they've released prints for The Land That Never Was. And this was going to be Disney's Roaring 20s. I love all 3 of these prints. I feel like the Walt Disney Studios one is going to be a collector's item because next year I think that's becoming Disney Adventure World. They have books based on the rides over here. So they have a book based on their version of Space Mountain. If you open it up, it has like the whole history of it.
Wow.
So I was looking at the statue of Stitch, and I noticed that as the A113, which is the number of the Roma Cal Arts that all the animators that worked on those films was from. But then I saw down here they have a sandwich maker, and it's actually a croque monsieur maker.
Oh my god. I think we need to bring that home with us. Does it come in the shape of Stitch? Like it prints it on it or something?
know.
Amazing. Genius.
They have a lot of Stitch merchandise here. I wonder if they really like Stitch, because I was talking to someone earlier today and they said that there's a Stitch shoulder plush that you can't get in the States, but you can get it here.
Wow, an exclusive.
So next up, we're going to go into the Disney style store and see if there's anything in there. I always like to get myself something that says the park, like says Disneyland Paris, and they have this tie-dye shirt. Kind of like it.
So someone tagged me on Instagram that they came out with this new collection, it literally dropped this week, and I see it right behind me. It's like a Chippendale Western collection. Look at this bag. Wow, I'm actually shocked that there's a bunch of lounge flies that I've never seen before. I love this one, but what do you put in here? Like dog treats or?
Maybe a little plushie?
Oh, maybe a little plushie. But the sides of it are like fur. Wow.
With all little critters.
Yeah. I'd put dog treats in it. I found a loungefly that is of the Paris castle. Oh my gosh. And it comes with this little thing that you could strap your ears to it. Love that. It says Disneyland Paris on the back. I love the colors. It's so pretty.
I honestly wasn't expecting all this exclusive Disneyland Paris merch.
All right, I found two things. I found a Spirit jersey that says Disneyland Paris on it. And then I also found a bucket hat for Peter. It's black and it says Disneyland Paris. Come on, you gotta get it. You have to get
This is a
that.
little bit more pastel than my color, but
I mean, it looks pretty spot on to me.
okay, I'm gonna get it. So they have these three colors in the Spirit jersey, and they only have two of the hats. What if they had this color hat? I would.
Well, obviously that color is super popular and it's sold out. That's why.
Obviously.
They knew you were coming. We just met some cast members who were fans of our channel, and she gave me her little Duffy keychain. I asked her if they sold Duffy here, and she said no, so she must have gotten this in Japan or something, but this is the tiniest little Duffy I've ever seen. And I just want to say, if you guys are watching, thank you so much. You totally made my day. I want to cry. I just feel like we've met so many ordinary adventures since we stepped onto Disney property, and it's just taking me by surprise because I never expect people to know who we are, especially in a different country.
Yeah, I think her name was Frederica
Yeah.
or something like that.
So cute. Thank you.
It's so funny, in the Disney style store, they actually have a macaron stand that has Disney characters on the macarons. And of course, in Paris, they love their scarves. They have a bunch of Disney scarves, including a Disneyland Paris scarf.
I found this mini purse and she's wearing a beret. She's a painter here. We found another Spirit jersey. It has the cats from Aristocats on it. And on the back it says Disneyland Paris in gold.
That's the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I like I like the back of this more than I like the front.
But it also has the castle. It has the castle and the Eiffel Tower.
That's awesome. Seems like this is a whole line of merchandise, because they have the cats with the Eiffel Tower. They even have a jacket.
I love these ears. It has the Eiffel Tower and the castle on it. One thing that's interesting is they're actually selling upcycled vintage Disney merch, and you could actually buy it. It's for sale here. I love that. That's such a good idea. So I guess this is a local company that they're partnering with, and you could buy look at that. If that was my size, I would buy it.
If they did this in America, it would make so much
Oh
money.
my gosh, they would make so much.
Oh, look at this bag. Donald is melting in the heat of Paris. The
Yeah,
Paris
so
heat.
these are old shirts that they put on denim bags.
Is this the first downtown Disney with a McDonald's? I don't think the other ones have one.
I love that there's one here. That's great.
There's some people doing some lightsaber fighting, and there's also a Pop Mart.
I kind of want to buy one of these with the chance that I might get this one. It's amazing.
So the Lego store is basically a Lego store that you've seen before, but it has Sorcerer Mickey in the middle of it. And he's commanding the brooms, and they also have a Lego Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker. A big one.
Chaotic in here. People are going crazy for the Legos. I decided to pop into Starbucks and I could not control myself. I had to buy all three of the exclusive Starbucks mugs. First one is of Disneyland Paris. I just think it's so beautiful. I love the colors, and it has a little bit of Star Wars on there, which is nice. And then I had to get one for Walt Disney Studios Park because they are changing this park and I wanted to get it with some of the OG stuff on there, just in case they add new attractions. You know, gotta collect it. And then they had one for Avengers Campus. And like, since we're staying at the Marvel Hotel, I just think this is kind of cool. I love all the like art on there. Had to do it. I originally was only gonna get this one. And then we got to the register and I blacked out and I was like,
Give me all three.
and they were like, okay, lady, calm
Well,
down.
you also bought one in Paris and you didn't even love it, and now you're
Yeah, and then I bought one. So I bought 4 mugs. I feel like I'm turning into our friend Brian of Views and Cues, and I'm gonna have like a Starbucks mug collection.
And of course, when you're at Disney Village, you got to go into the Disney store, and OMG.
Wow, this is like a time capsule to the 90s. I really don't want them to retheme this. Like, Disney, please, if you're watching this, please don't touch this. Keep the inside the same. It's so good.
This store display is incredible. Do you see Baloo sticking out of the airplane? Goofy's hanging on. I will say that the display is a lot better than the merch here.
I know, I'm too distracted. I'm just like looking up at all the displays. I haven't even looked at the merch. What are they gonna do with these when they change the store? Like, if I could buy one, I would. Found another bucket hat for Peter. This is a good one.
They have exclusive Star Wars Disneyland Paris merch. Of course, it's for little kids. And of course, the Stormtroopers are Android users. Of course.
Why is that for kids? I would buy that. The second I saw that, I wanted to buy that.
Okay, so they have an angel shoulder pad here. But who the heck is this guy?
I don't know. Is this like Stitch's evil twin? Who is he?
I don't think I've ever seen him before. Here's the Stitch shoulder pet that I was told is only sold here, so find him here.
They have this giant popcorn thing that says best day ever. I think it's like a coin bank or whatever. I had something like this when I was a kid, but it was like the shape of a Coca-Cola bottle. That's a fun souvenir.
Yeah.
You get to eat it and then put your change in it.
They have a big plush version of him. Like, who is he? What is the story behind him?
Well, I like this one. I'm not an angel. So we looked at the name tag. His name is Leroy, and I guess he's Stitch's evil twin from the 2006 movie Leroy and Stitch. At least that's what ChatGPT told us. Look at this headband.
Oh my god, they got pins of Chip and Dale as the gargoyles from the Haunted Mansion.
Should I start collecting pins?
Well, they also have the cowboy ones too. There's so many restaurants I've never heard of here before. Like, they have a Net's Diner. It looks very retro. And they have a 15-screen movie theater here, and then World of Disney over there. I thought what we went in was World of Disney.
I think that was just the Disney store. Oh my gosh. We're running out of time. We have a dinner reservation in like 15 minutes, but let's pop over there just to see. I want to see what the inside looks like. So I think this store is more of like park stuff, and the other one was just generic Disney merch.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I was like thinking, oh, they really don't have that much exclusive stuff, but I think it's all going to be in this store.
Petra was saying that she has no more room for souvenirs. Well, if you buy a suitcase.
I found the perfect Disneyland Paris ears. It just says Paris, and it's got Chip and Dale on there. I love that they give Chip and Dale the respect they deserve over here. I saw some lady wearing these, and I was wondering if she got them here or like a different Disney park.
They're made for Disneyland Paris. It says it on the thing.
Okay, I know what I'm going to wear on our first day to the parks. I'm going to buy it right now and then wear it then.
The face you just made.
Because look at him, he's like...
Honey, I love you. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
The real question is do I need this sweatshirt? It says double trouble.
It's Pixel and Gizmo, double trouble. So just like in Japan, the currency is a lot of coins. They have coin purses like Lotso and Dale. Look at this spider bot. They even got a spider bot. Kitra needs this to store her new Paris mug collection. You have 4. This fits 4. As for other dining options, they have the Royal Pub, which reminds me of Raglan Road from Disney Springs. And then they have Billy Bob's Tex-Mex Buffet. I wish we had time to try some of these places out, but we need to get back to the hotel for our dinner reservation at the Manhattan restaurant. Since Tonight we're dining in one of the restaurants that's in the hotel. It's called the Manhattan Restaurant, and it's Italian, I believe. They have a prefix menu that I think you can do for 55 euros or 75 if you want some wine included. But they also have a la carte where you can just choose your dishes, and it looks like that ranges from like $15 to $35 per item, depending on what you want. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, but look at this chandelier behind me. I think that's supposed to be like an Asgardian chandelier or something like that, I read. Yeah. After an action-packed day of super-powered fun, there's no better place to recharge than this contemporary Italian restaurant. Live like Tony Stark by enjoying the excellent service and freshly prepared, authentic Italian dishes, bustling with flavor, and admire your elegant surroundings, in particular the stunning chandelier inspired by Asgard. Oh, so it's not an Asgardian chandelier, it's inspired.
Wow, I could tell.
They served me Coke Zero in a glass bottle here, and I just gotta say, everything tastes better in a glass bottle.
So I decided to get the 3-course meal, and for my starter, I got the burrata. This comes with roast pepper salad, capers, and some kind of bread that I can't pronounce. Looks so beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
It all came like squirting out the burrata is super creamy and mixed with the peppers. It's a really nice flavor. My only complaint is I wish they gave me like more of this bread because they didn't give me that much, and it's kind of flimsy and breaks apart easily. But the flavor is there. Not really what I was expecting, but you know, when in Rome. Just kidding. When in Paris.
When in Manhattan.
When Manhattan. Get the burrata.
For my entree, I ended up getting the bucatini pasta with the lamb ragu and boccolino nero shavings. And I knew that that last ingredient was cheese. So I thought it was gonna be like melted cheese or shredded cheese. I didn't imagine it was gonna be like big cuts of cheese.
Yeah.
The lamb flavor is just like very subtle, but the dish itself has a lot of flavor packed in it. And I think my favorite thing is the bucatini pasta noodles. They're just like so thick, but just like so well cooked.
And for my main course, I got the potato gnocchi with a yellow tomato sauce flavored with oregano and cheese. And I've never seen a gnocchi presented this way. It looks like it was like baked with the melty cheese on top. It smells like a Hot Pocket. Like not in a bad way, like it smells really good. And then I guess this is cheese too? Oh, maybe this is like more burrata or something. So I've never had a baked gnocchi like this before, and it's very, very soft, very, very cheesy. I love the taste of the oregano in there. It's almost like a potato casserole in a way. It's like, or like a bread pudding. I know that sounds weird, but you gotta be like a cheese lover.
For dessert, Kitra orders the tiramisu classico, and now she's too full to eat it. So I'm the one that has come here to fight the battle, to be the superhero in this journey.
Somebody's gotta do it.
Someone has to do it. That is rich and creamy and like soaked in like a coffee flavor.
Ooh.
I like it. I'd give it like a 4 out of 5 pears. Our waiter gave us this sticker on the way out. Before we retire to our room, we're gonna head to the Skyline bar. This is kind of a thing that you saw from the Disney Cruise Line that they've brought to the land, where you have windows overlooking a world that doesn't exist. Here, it's the New York City from the Marvel films. So you see like the Avengers Tower and stuff. Let's go check it out. By the way, this bar is cool. So not only do they have the 5 screens beyond the bar that shows the Avengers Tower in New York City, but there's 2 screens on either side that kind of extend the look out to New York City. So it's like bigger than what you get on the cruise ships. And we're just looking at the menu right now, and they have a lot of different cocktails. So first of all, they have this thing where like by magic or through a portal, they create a cocktail, and it's one of their signature experiences, and there's like 3 different drinks that could come out of this portal. We'll have to try one of those, of course. And then they have a bunch of signature cocktails that are all inspired by the Infinity Gems. They're each martinis. So there's like a purple power martini, a green dimension martini. Then they have something called a Skyline multiverse cocktails. It seems like it's like their special take on classic cocktails. And then they have some like mocktails, and then they have some signature cocktails that are like anything you can get anywhere at any bar. So we're gonna skip those, and we're gonna go to the good stuff.
It is funny though, because we're in here and it's 9 p.m. and it's still light outside, so you can still kind of like see the sun coming in.
Yeah.
I wish it was darker.
Well, it's nighttime in the Marvel universe.
It's nighttime in, Manhattan, which is all that matters. But yeah, it's cool in here, but there's like so many choices of cocktails, it's a little bit overwhelming. And they also have food here too.
Yeah, it looks good. They have like pizza and stuff.
They have like way more options than the Doctor Strange bar had earlier.
Yeah. I mean, I like the restaurant we went to, but I think next time I'd just come here, get some food and get some drinks.
The restaurant was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like amazing. It was kind of just like in the middle.
So one of the cool things about the screens is they're not static. Things actually happen on it. Like I just caught Spider-Man swinging across the screen. I pulled up my camera. I tried to get him on film. I don't think the footage is good enough to submit to J. Jonah Jameson at the Daily Bugle.
Ordered the Mystic Yellow Martini cocktail. This has lemon vodka, lemon liqueur, lemon curd, Italian meringue, and I gotta say, this is one of the most beautiful drinks that I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at this toasted meringue on top. They even gave me a spoon so I could eat it. I basically ordered this one because I want control of everyone's mind, because this is the Mind Stone. And secondly, I love a good lemon drop, so I figure I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stone, get it?
Got it.
How do I do this? Wow, this is a really strong drink. I feel like the sweetness is from the meringue on top, but the drink itself is so lemony, so like bitter and tangy that you really need to like balance it out with the meringue. I feel like I need to like stir the meringue in there so it's a little bit sweeter, but this is good. I feel like it's not as like sugary as a lemon drop. It's just like more tart.
For my drink, I ordered the Kamatage. This has gin, berry, kiwi beverage, green apple, green tea matcha flavored syrup, and a lime beverage, as well as egg whites. And by the way, this is inspired by the green time stone in the temple where Doctor Strange learned all his mystic powers. And this is a beautiful looking drink. And as you saw with the presentation of how it appears out of nowhere through a portal, amazing. But it's like totally my color.
Yeah.
It's perfectly my color. And on top it has like the Doctor Strange symbol. They didn't give me a straw, and there's like a lot of cream on the top there. When I move this over, it doesn't move at all, so.
Okay, be careful.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's gonna be interesting trying to drink this because nothing's coming out. It's very light, very fruity, lime, kiwi, like that's like the main flavors I'm getting. I like this quite a bit. I'd give this like a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
I mean, as a drink, it's probably like a 4.5 out of 5, but that presentation and the presentation of the drink itself bumps it up to a 5.
I think I like this way better than the one that I got. The one that I got is like super bitter. This is really good. I like this a lot. Ordinary Adventure Star. So cute. I love that like it's like interactive and they make you like do the thing. That's fun. Am I controlling your mind yet?
Not yet. I have the time stone, so I have rewound time, and then, yeah.
I have the whole gauntlet, buddy, in case you forgot.
So this is just our first day at Disneyland Paris. We have 4 more days that's going to actually be in the park. So if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to see more of our Paris adventures, we'll put the video right over there. I want to thank you to some of our Patreons. That includes
Janet, Nicole, Chad, and Presley. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next adventure.